Alright, so let's go into it. Let's make this interesting. A universal discussion, if you will. Where do you see your life in 10 years? I'll go first. In 10 years, so the date today is the 17th of March 2025. Now, the reason why I'm making these type of videos is because I want to create an effect, for down the line. My video is not about, now. The beat of my videos is the time that will pass that will add value to this video. So time will make it age like fine wine, There are some things, I'll say some things in my video that won't make sense now, but it only makes sense in the future. So I would say something like, that's why me at 29 years old is successful. But you now watching this at 2025, it seems weird. But when you look back down the line, say when it's like 2035, it makes this video seem so cool because it's like I'm talking to my future self. So I'd like to make that kind of effect. And yeah, I'm 19 years old now. I'm poor. I have no source of income. I have over 500 videos and I have 78 subscribers. I said that also for the effect. It's going to make everything 10 times more fulfilling and inspiring for when you guys look back to realize that success takes time to happen. And Golden has 500 videos and he only has 78 subscribers. That's not me saying you shouldn't value, and you cannot value those 78. I am appreciative that they even took their time to even want to get to know me via subscribing. But it will create an effect. Check out this beautiful tree. 10 years from now, I most definitely at 29 years old. Let's go in here. Now there's bird tree, we're not going in there, disgusting. 29 years old, I most definitely see myself in a position where I no longer need to worry about money anymore. I'll be a multi-millionaire. If not really close to being a millionaire, where money is no longer a problem. I no longer need to work a shitty 9-to-5 job that I don't like anymore, so I'll be making more than enough money online. And even more important than making money online, because making money online is the byproduct of me helping people on a wide scale, or helping a lot of people. It'll be nice to know that I can go to country to country, knowing that people said that I was the person who gave them the ingredients, the tools needed to make a change in their life. That one died. That's such a shame. Because spring hasn't even started yet. They're all dead already. This is what happens when you grow too early. This isn't tailored for winter. It's not. 10 years from now, man. And 10 years is going to go quick. I remember what I was doing 10 years ago in 2015. I look back now. Do I regret what I did at 9 years old? I mean, on paper, yes, because the majority of the things I did at 9 years old doesn't really... but hold to a benefit to the current me of today. But I look forward to me in another 10 years at 29 years old, because I'm putting a lot of systems in place to just give myself a better life. Alright, there's a lot of people walking around now. Shit. Me being an introvert, I'm gonna find a private area to film my shit. Anyway, 19 years old, broke, so money won't be a problem. I've always wanted to retire my mum ever since I was 14 years old. It sickens me how she still has to work in 9 to 5. And I have a single mum, guys. I don't have a dad, so I kind of have to be the man of the house from a financial standpoint. And if, that maybe you may think it's relatively young to have put that kind of responsibility to yourself. But we're men and we're gonna grow up. When you've been exposed to the real world, you realize, you have to do what you have to do. And I'm willing to take on the road to become the protector and the provider of my own family. To set my family up so when I eventually have kids, they don't have to suffer the way I did financially. To give them choice and opportunity, because that's what comes with having money. You have choice. So I'm just looking to see if things are together. You have choice to live the life that you actually want to live. In another 10 years from now, the fuck? In another 10 years from now, 10 years from now, I want to be able to travel the world a lot, have the freedom to travel travel just to wherever I want, you know, because I have a successful business online, massive $1 million business, and I have a lot of money and I can do whatever I want. I want to vlog my life, man. Now, do I want to vlog my life now? No, because there's really nothing to do. There's nothing interesting about my life. I can't really do much anyway. So it's like, why vlog my life? But when I'm 29 years old, I want to be like Mike Thurston, man. I'm trying to be like him. He's a fit, handsome, in-shape millionaire, traveling the world doing whatever the fuck he wants. That's the type of life I strive for. I look at his videos, it always inspires me, man. He's like networking with all these cool guys, man, cool high-level guys, beautiful women. Like every video, I'm like, damn, Mike, I want to be like you, man. I hope to meet Mike Thurston one day. He's a cool guy. But yeah, I hope to travel a lot because I will be a polyglot. So by the time I'm 29 years old, I will be a man able to speak 5 languages. I can already speak 2. Je ne parle pas français couramment, mais je voulais savoir parler plus 3 langues. Et la langue était l'allemande, l'espagnol et le japonais. La raison pourquoi je voulais faire ça est être plus s'intégrer dans la culture et parler avec plus de gens et pour avoir la vie la plus intéressante. Et je voulais être plus important, c'est important. Pour les gens pour me dire, Gordon, pourquoi tu es tellement important? J'ai oublié le mot. Putain, j'ai toujours oublié le mot. C'est très énervé. Spécialement quand vous parlez une autre langue, deuxième langue. Ce n'est pas facile au lieu de parler votre langue maternelle. Alors pour moi qui serait anglais. Quel est le mot que je voulais dire? J'ai oublié. Vous connaissez quoi? Je pense, je dirais ça en anglais. Malheureusement, je juste ne peux pas penser le mot dans ma tête instamment, si ça même pas un mot. But yeah, what I wanted to say is, yeah, as you can see, I can speak 2 languages now, French. I wouldn't class myself as B2 yet. I think B2 is the sweet spot where you're able to pretty much speak like a native. If you really want to push it, it's C1. C2 if you want to go politic heavy, which I'm not. But for English, I'm definitely C1, right? Most definitely C1. Because I've paid my dues in terms of struggling. I have a girlfriend, at 29, potentially. Part of me believes I should be single for like my entire 20s. I don't see right now. I believe a man's life starts at 30 years old because 18 to 29, pre-season, man, you're just building the man, you're building the character. 30 years old, I feel like it's an actual man. Like if you said to someone, this person's 30, their perception of the person is, oh, that's a proper man. In contrast, if you were to say that person is 20 years old, you're like, still starting out. It's funny how perspective works because back when I was like 10 years old, I viewed 20 as a proper adult. And that's probably due to how times changed over time. You know, back in the millennial eras, the Generation X, the post-war eras, all these eras. I know there's more names to it. Was it called Best Generation? All these eras prior to the current, you know, millennials and, you know, your Gen Zs. You know, 20 was considered actual adults, you know, back in the World War II times. I don't remember which generation fought in the wars, World War I and II, but 20 years old, you're actually considered a proper adult. Life was a lot more stressful back then, so I'd imagine that would be a reason as to why things propelled forward to the way they are, you know. And it's different today. I'm 19 years old and I'm probably half the man that they were at 19 years old, probably due to circumstances of just life in general. And I'm speaking from an England perspective, you know, because, and we do praise those people because they've made life a lot easier for us today, fighting in 2 wars. So it's definitely made it a lot easier. I'd say it's a lot easier to become successful, but we're a lot lazier, so that makes it harder also. And this is just in general. And I would even class myself as a lazy person. I know I'm not lazy, but in terms of just pure responsibility, I hail in comparison to the men of the past in that regard. Simply due to the way the economy was in general, just countries, you know. Things are a lot more peaceful now, I would say. So yeah, back to the topic. I will be an in-shape guy at 29 years old. I'll probably still have a shaved head, but I want to be like a Viking, man. I want to have like a full Viking beard. I'll be so cool. I can grow a beard now, but I made a rule to myself. I'm not gonna focus on growing a beard till I actually have proper money. Because hey, I don't want to just look, because I'm in shape. I already look pretty big already. Yeah? I'm like 84.5 kilograms, 5'9". So I don't want to just walk in public. I look like a strong, intimidating man. But like I told you guys, my biggest insecurity is being poor. So it's like you look strong, intimidating, but you have no fucking money. Women are looking at you, giving attention. You have no fucking money, so you wouldn't even have the confidence of that. And I still class myself as a confident guy, even though I'm an introvert. You know. And this is a misconception. I don't know if I said this already, but misconception people have with us introverts. So much time I have. 9 minutes. You think we're shy because we're introverts. No, though I do prefer being by myself. I still have a blast being with people, but I prefer to be by myself. And so, no, we're not shy. We just have a lot lower social battery than our extroverted counterparts. And that's how I see things. So yeah, at 29 years old, I will be able to speak Japanese. I may even learn a sixth language. I have a plan. Because I started learning French at 16 years old, right? I'm 19 now. Now I did procrastinate a bit for 6 months, so instead of being this year where I class myself as fluent in French, unfortunately it's going to be next February. So on the flip side, I will still be 19 because my birthday is on March the 14th. So before I'm 20, I'll be fluent in French. I'm going to learn German. I actually started learning German last August, but then I stopped. I had trouble learning 2 languages at the same time. I wanted to prioritize French, but next February 2026 I will learn German. By 2029, at the age of about 23 years old, I'll be fluent. Now, during those 2 years, during the 2 years into me learning German, I will learn Spanish at 22 years old. And by the time I'm 25 years old, I will be able to speak Spanish fluently. So by the time I'm 25, 6 years from now, I'll be a polyglot. My mum's trilingual. She speaks Lingala because she's from the Democratic Republic of Congo, right? She also speaks French because French is an official language in Congo. So at home, she was taught Lingala in the education system in Congo. She learnt French. And obviously she came to England here 24 years ago in 2001. She speaks English now as a third language. My dad, who has passed away 15 years ago, he was from Angola and they spoke Portuguese there. He knew French also. He also knew Lingala, which is my mum's mother tongue. And he spoke English also because when he was in England, he lived in England 9 years before he obviously passed away in 2010. So he started off time, so he was a polyglot. I want to surpass my dad now. And I'm going to learn Japanese. And that's going to make me really interesting as a person. Guys, I'll show you, man. In the grace of God, this is assuming life doesn't do that thing where they just, well, it really takes it to an extreme and I end up dying, unfortunately. Assuming I live and I keep doing the right thing, I'll become faithful to God and try and make a positive impact in the world. And so I still live. I'll film it. You're gonna see. I'm gonna title it Black Guy in Japan. And I'll put a flashback to this video. YouTube. Let's do this, YouTube. Shake on it. You wanna do this. You're gonna recommend this video to me so I don't forget. And I need my supporters to do it also. It's gonna be Black Guy navigates Japan speaking Japanese fluently. It's gonna get like millions of views. You guys watch. Give me like 10-15 years, I'm gonna make that trip, book that trip to Japan. I'm gonna speak with the natives like it's nothing. Oh, that'd be so interesting. Imagine I'm just out here. This bitch speaks Japanese, huh? The fuck? I never would have thought. That's gonna make you so interested. You know what my goal is? I want to become the most interesting man. 10 years, I want to be a calisthenics expert also. I've been doing calisthenics for 5 years, so that's 15 years. And in terms of physique, I would say I have more of the bodybuilder physique, but not in a bulky way. But to be able to have that physique and do those cool stuff, you're gonna stand out. You're really gonna stand out. Will I be single? Probably. I'll still probably be single. I'll probably date a lot of women though. But I believe at 29 you're getting to the point where, yeah, I may have to start looking for a real woman, actual single woman now, which I do go with also. But I also want to just know what it's like to date all these beautiful women of different races. You guys gonna tap me in the comments, I don't give a fuck. I do what I want, okay? I ain't living no regret. That's me. I'm just walking everywhere. Let's walk to some more places. I don't have much longer. You know, so calisthenics expert can do all the cool shit. You know, if anyone wants to ask me for fitness advice, hey, I got you. I can sort you out. I play the recorder. I've been playing it for 1 year now. I purchased it a day after my... No, I purchased it on my birthday. Got it the day after my 18th. I play that at a pretty good level now. Should make more videos because now it just sounds like I'm talking again. I have to say I can actually play a few songs. 10 years, so that will be about 11 years of me playing the recorder. So I do expect to become an expert at that. I do expect to become an expert at that. I expect my personality to rise also because I believe I'm a very interesting person now. Mum and Dad didn't call me Gordon for no reason. Let's just say that. Anyway, how long do we have for this? We have 4 minutes. Let's just think of more. Well, where do I see myself in 10 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years or see it? Let me know in the comments, man. Because I don't want it to just be a thing where I'm just talking yibbish and no one's talking in the comments. Guys, I'm talking to real people, man. I'm a real life person, for fuck's sake. Come on, talk. Do I talk too quick? Maybe I do. I did say a while back in my videos I talk a lot slower to process my words. Yeah, it's probably an issue with the native language. You know, it just flows effortlessly. And I'm hoping to get to that level with my French and my all the languages I plan on learning. Just inspire a lot of people, man. And I'd love to go to. I'm gonna travel a lot at that age also, so I'd love to go to an airport and you guys come up to me. Like, I want to thank you for changing my life, man. Oh, that'll be good. Hey, and if I'm with a chick when you do that, all the more reason why you have to do that. Pre-selection. No, pre-selection. But yeah, no, that's really all I have to say, really. I'll probably be making a lot more poems. The poems that I make now, I have about 8 so far, I believe. They don't get the time of day, which is really unfortunate because I put a lot of effort into that. I hope 10 years from now, enough time will pass where you guys can go on my playlists, click on the poems, and I want to see like 1,000, 2K comments in the comment section just talking about the poem. It'll be really interesting. Fun, you know? I think the biggest benefit I have in my life is optimism. That's the biggest, that's what keeps me going. You know, this day and age, everyone is so depressed. How I keep myself going even in shit times, like now I'm broke. I tell myself, go to your 19 year bro, you're not gonna be like this forever. Naturally, when you get older, you're gonna make more money. Parents die, and I know that's really sad, but they do die. You're gonna naturally inherit money. People will naturally take you more seriously when you're older. You don't attract the women you want right now at 19? I guess for me, yes and no, because I do get women in terms of physique, but there's a higher quality of women I want. Of course. Alright, so you're gonna mentally mature in all areas in life. Your body's gonna fill out a lot more, your face is gonna get leaner, you're not gonna have that cheek fat you have at like 19 years old that I kind of have right now. Things are just falling into place. The 3 M's, money, muscle, mindset, man. Get all of that, everything will fall into place. That's my mentality. And the beauty of that is, it all branches to different areas. So pretty much every area, just those 3 M's. And like, think of it like 3 factors, and then it's like a tree, and it just goes down to different other areas of life. I don't know if I'm making sense. Oh, most importantly, how can I forget? Oh my god, I would have had such regret if I ended the video without mentioning it. I want to live in France. I see myself living in the luxury penthouse in Paris in France in 10 years. I'll probably be a French citizen there. I'll still travel the world, but I love England, but I don't want to live here for the rest of my life. So I see myself living in Paris. Probably a luxury penthouse. If not Paris, probably somewhere in the provinces, but still the $1 million houses. I truly believe that. But ideally Paris, because who doesn't love Paris, man? It's the city of life, man. Come on, it's the language of love, for fuck's sake, come on. And speaking of Paris, je pense que c'est seulement raison pour que je termine cette vidéo en français. Je voulais savoir, merci d'avoir regardé cette vidéo, de passer votre temps de regarder moi parler de mes pansements et mes buts pour l'avenir. J'espère que vous pouvez me dire aussi où tu les vois, tu vois toi-même dans l'avenir. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez accomplir? Dis-moi dans les commentaires. On peut discuter ensemble. Discutons ensemble dans les commentaires. Et ça sera vraiment bien de connaissent plus à mes supporters qui me regardent mes vidéos. Je regarde devant pour l'avenir. Je le fais vraiment. Je ne... Attends. L'avenir, le futur est brillant. Ah oui, avec ça, j'ai rien d'autre pour dire. Je vais dire au revoir, je devine. C'est la fin de cette vidéo. Bonne journée. Je vais rentrer sur la maison. Il est toujours l'hiver. Mes mains sont tellement froides, encore, toujours froides. C'est mal un peu. Alors quand j'ai rentré sur ma maison, je vais aller sur le lavabo et tourner l'eau chaude et mélanger ça avec l'eau froide. J'ai oublié le mot. Au revoir, ok. Bonne journée. Bye.